There are certain moments in life that catch you completely by surprise. They seem simple on the surface, but they end up touching something deep inside you. For Johnny Knoxville, one of those moments happened when he recently spent time with the parents of Bam Margera. It was supposed to be a happy reunion, but it quickly became an emotional experience that reminded him of just how long and meaningful this journey has been. Seeing the parents of Bam Margera brought back years of memories for Johnny. He reflected on everything they had been through together and how much those relationships have meant to him over the years. The reunion wasn't just about seeing old friends. It was about remembering an entire chapter of his life that helped shape who he is today. For more than 2 decades, Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, and the rest of the Jackass crew have been more than co-stars. They became a family. They experienced unbelievable highs, painful injuries, incredible success, and difficult challenges together. Through it all, they built bonds that cannot easily be explained. Johnny couldn't hide his emotions when talking about seeing Bam's parents. He said he was simply happy that they were there. He talked about how good it felt to hug them and share that moment. Then he admitted something that surprised many people. He said that he cries a lot these days.
That honesty made the moment even more powerful. Here is a man who built his career by doing some of the craziest and most dangerous stunts imaginable. Millions of people know him as fearless and willing to do almost anything for a laugh. Yet he had no problem admitting that he is deeply emotional. In many ways, that vulnerability makes his story even more meaningful. It reminds us that even the toughest people carry emotions that sometimes become impossible to hide. And for Johnny, there is a very important reason why these emotions have been surfacing more often. This chapter of his life is coming to an end. When asked if he became emotional on the final day of filming, the interviewer joked that people often pretend they are not criers. Johnny laughed and quickly corrected the idea. He explained that he has never pretended not to be emotional. In fact, he proudly admitted that he is a crier. That answer revealed something important about him. Over the years, Johnny Knoxville has evolved. The young man who became famous for wild stunts and outrageous pranks has grown into someone who openly embraces his emotions and appreciates the people and experiences that have filled his life. The reason these feelings are hitting him so hard is simple. This is the last chapter of Jackass. For fans around the world, those words are difficult to hear. Jackass was never just another television series. It became something much bigger than that. It was a cultural phenomenon that defined an era of entertainment.
Yet that is exactly what happened. The popularity of Jackass grew rapidly. What began on MTV eventually expanded onto the big screen with the support of Paramount Pictures. Suddenly, a group of friends who loved making each other laugh became internationally recognized celebrities. Even after all these years, Johnny still seems amazed by what happened. He talked about how people continue approaching him and the rest of the crew in public. Fans often tell them that they remember watching Jackass during their childhood or teenage years. They explain how the show became part of their lives and created memories that they still treasure. For Johnny, hearing those stories means everything. He understands why the experience means so much to him and his friends because they lived it every day. But knowing that it also meant something special to millions of viewers around the world is what truly touches his heart.
He admitted that he never could have imagined such an outcome. The success of Jackass exceeded every expectation. More importantly, it connected people from different countries, backgrounds, and generations through laughter. That kind of impact is rare. Very few shows become part of popular culture in such a powerful way. Very few entertainment franchises can honestly say they became part of people's childhood memories. Yet Jackass accomplished exactly that. As Johnny reflected on this incredible journey, one word continued to stand out: appreciation. He appreciates the friendships. He appreciates the opportunities. He appreciates the memories.
Most importantly, he appreciates the fans. Without the audience, none of this would have been possible. The fans supported the show from the very beginning and stayed with it through every movie and every crazy stunt. Even during this emotional conversation, there was still plenty of room for humor. After all, humor has always been the heart and soul of Jackass. The interviewer mentioned one of the franchise's surprising celebrity connections. Brad Pitt had previously become involved with Jackass, something that many fans still find unbelievable. The conversation then shifted to other celebrities who almost joined the fun. Johnny revealed that Walter Hauser appears in the latest project. He also shared a funny story about Pedro Pascal. According to Johnny, Pedro nearly became part of the madness, but became sick and could not participate. In classic Jackass fashion, Johnny joked that after seeing the finished project, Pedro might actually be happy that he missed out.
That playful sense of humor has always been one of the reasons fans love the franchise. Even in emotional moments, laughter remains an important part of who these people are. Eventually, however, the conversation returned to the question everyone wanted answered. Is this truly the end? The interviewer asked directly if they were absolutely finished. Johnny's answer was simple. They are done. There was no uncertainty, no hesitation, just acceptance. That answer explains why he has been so emotional. Because endings are difficult, especially when they involve something that has defined your life for more than 26 years. For Johnny Knoxville, saying goodbye to Jackass means saying goodbye to an entire era. It means looking back at friendships that changed his life forever. It means remembering incredible adventures and unforgettable experiences. It means appreciating a journey that began with a simple idea and eventually became one of the most recognizable entertainment franchises in the world. The cameras may stop rolling. The stunts may finally come to an end. But the legacy of Jackass will continue. Its influence lives on through the millions of fans who grew up watching it. Its memories remain in every laugh that it created. And its impact continues through the friendships and connections it inspired around the world. For Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, and the entire Jackass family, this goodbye is emotional because it represents much more than the end of a television series. It is the closing chapter of a remarkable journey that nobody could have predicted. A journey that began on